afternoon, and good morning, and good evening. Today is January 18, and it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday's weekend holiday. And here we are in Northern Virginia. But look at that angle. When I say I love the angle here, that's what I mean, right? I'm filming this video from Virginia side. Look at the angle. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's curving this way, right? It's so beautiful. Actually, it looks much better when it comes from this side. But you know, I am the first time I'm filming while I'm going back to DC. The temperature is 39, but like 40 degrees outside. I'm gonna get over the left lane, and the sky is dark, as you can see. It's very dark outside. Look at this architecture over here. And what else? I think that's the traffic is definitely light, very light. This weekend, so everybody's out, and it's a holiday weekend, so people won't be back until Tuesday, as India is closed tomorrow. So people will have 3 days off. But I hope you enjoy Virginia side from different angles, because I've always been filming coming from the other side, but now I'm filming going to the other side, going back to the Washington DC. That is King Street that goes to Arlington, and this 3 lanes go straight to Virginia, northern area. So the northern 295 north. There's a slowdown here. There's a slowdown. The entire area is pretty empty. Look at that. This side over here, the toll road is nobody's using it. Extremely empty. Sunday's always boring, like always. Nothing going on here. People go to church. Some stay home and watch TVs. And because it's raining, nobody is actually out. It was raining earlier when I came, early in the morning. Then it stopped. It's gonna rain again. DC. That's my favorite part over here. Look at DC. And you can see it, but there's this in the background, like all the buildings on the ground. But that is DC. All this is DC. This way you get the best views here. Look at this Addington area. This is Addington. Big apartments, big hotels. These are hotels and apartments, very expensive apartments. Can you see DC? The entire DC area. This is Boeing over here. Feels good on the drive here and there's no traffic, but there's a traffic in this area, like really heavy traffic in this place. Up on Mondays, the weekdays, it's absolutely horrible. You see traffic here because of the merging vehicles from this side. It makes vehicles slow down. It's always here. Once you pass this place, you are good to go. I have no clue why people slow down here. I never really understood why, but vehicles emerging makes appear that there's a traffic. Look at the monuments from the background, and look at that side. They are building all the infrastructure over here, building all these places. You're renovating everything. Go in, buddy, go in. Then speed up. If you get in, speed up. Traffic here, but not as much. But this area gets piled up all the time because vehicles, they'll be merging from this side and this side, which makes it possible. There's a sign I just passed right now. There's a sign behind me on the bridge that says your vehicle size is bigger, because there's a trailer in the background, so it makes, look at this vehicle over here. So it says that, you know, your vehicle size is bigger, so just that way they are aware that they cannot go in the tunnel. They will be stuck. They can only go this way. I have seen truck drivers get stuck in here all the time, every time, and then they have to call it like in the National Guard and the DC police. It's crazy. We are in DC. I'm hoping that my battery makes it, because it's after 9%. I may not be able to make it. Can you stand over here? It's shiny when you get in. I can't do it. lights on, so that way I'm visible, so I don't get hit. I don't get hit by somebody. So beneath this tunnel, there is a building on the top, and I believe that building is the United States Labor Department. That's where we are driving beneath right now. I believe so. Slow down here because of the traffic lights, but this light is always open for a long time, so it clears the traffic much quicker. So these apartments here, you can see in the DC, when they build apartments like this, they are required by law, by DC law, DC police. They are required by DC law to have affordable units. Okay, so every time they build apartments in DC, they have to have affordable units. If you build a house, let's say you build you are a developer, you build like 20 houses, you have to reserve like 5 affordable units. However, I have looked up to see what's considered to be affordable. It's usually like $2,000 affordable, and then like they have like the rest is like cost like $4,000 per apartment. The question is, what is affordable? Like, how do you define the keyword affordable? Like, it's so vague. It's the most vague keyword people use a lot in like stupid analysis, you know. I don't like to use the vague words, you know. Cheaper makes sense, but affordable makes no sense. Like, you cannot define the word affordable. There is no definition of the word affordable. So now I see this politician is saying, oh, we are developing 50 units in apartment, and we have 10 affordable reserved for affordable. Like, what is affordable? Right, so here you have it. So every time I drive here, there's a Trump here. There's a picture of Trump. You see him? He's right here. They actually drew him. Trump. Every time I drive here, there's always an ambulance behind me. There's another police here. There's always police here on this side. Always. I'm not too sure why. But there are so many ambulances here. When I drive here, there's always an ambulance. There's always people driving. Like, you can see the ambulance right now. You see, it's coming. Right. There's many ambulances in this area, and that's because there are many veterans in this area, mostly the military. There is also a lot of politicians that will retire and stay in DC, right? When you have people like a president, you know, when the president is gone, those politicians stay here and then they retire. So that's why this area, this part of this northeast and northwest part of DC has many veterans. People worked in the national developments, in advocacy, like the military, intelligence. They all live in this part of town, across the Capitol and across the White House. So that's why you see ambulances going back and forth, because there are a bunch of hospitals here. Veterans Hospital, Children's Hospital, right? Their purpose was to treat those veterans. Okay, so that's why every time I drive here, but specifically here, this place, you always see ambulance passing by all the time. Right? If you go straight here, there's actually a metro. It goes to my house. Because I live around here, and beneath these buildings there is a trail that you can go to. Very nice trail, and they have bike lanes, walkability area. It's very nice. I used to come here and then stop, yeah, then wait for the bus. Is it here? No, I think it's the other side. It's on that side. The first time I came here, I didn't know where to wait the bus, because I didn't know like how bus works here. So instead of going that way, over here, over this side, there's a bus. There is a bus here, bus D30, but at the time it was a different bus, I believe. So instead of coming here, I went over there. There's like a waiting area. I will show when I get there. And I was stood there for like an hour, and the bus kept coming and passing me, and I was like, what's going on? Because so I was stopping right here. I was waiting for the bus, because it makes sense, right? There's a bus here, right, that goes the opposite way. There's this one over here on this side. So I was waiting here, and I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, and one of the homeless person came to me and said, "You gotta go down there. That's why there's a bus. There's no bus here." Then I had to go down there. It was not embarrassing. I was kind of confused, because it makes sense that should be a bus waiting over that side, but it's not. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this different angle of the DC buildings, different colors. Can you see that? Different colors. I want to know who was the first person to live in these buildings. It has to be rich people. And DC used to be extremely rich places, people with more money. And then after like civil rights movements, many residents moved out, right? And then these houses were populated by basically people who don't have a high income, right? And then now it's getting the opposite. Now you have people who with low income moving out, people with a high income now moving back in. These are like young children, young like 30s, and you know, because the people back then were like, today they're like baby boomers, right? They are all moved out, they went to different states. So now it's changing again, right? But between 1960s to like 2000s, there was like a very, very high crime here, from what I've been told, especially in 90s and 80s. The crime here was extremely glorious. not glorious, like very, very high. At these apartments here, they are building a lot of apartments and a lot of townhouses. So mind you that there's a hospital there. So there's a hospital on that side. That's children's hospital. Beside it is veterans hospital, and the other side there is also on the other side there is military complex, retirees, veterans complex, and then on the side again, over like few inches from that area, there is Howard University Healthy Department. They have there's Howard, where they train all the professional doctors and the nurses. So if you wanna come here and work here, just know that you will be closer to Harvard, closer to the military, also closer to the best and the most expensive apartments. So you got to be making more money. There's another hospital here. This is a veterans hospital as well, where they serve people who serve in the army. But I think they serve everybody. I'm not too sure. Anyways, I'm ending the video here. This is how I always film. This is why I always end my videos before I get home, because I don't want to show where I live. Everybody's trying to take over. Thanks for watching. Like always, bye bye, ciao ciao, adios, and spasiba. Thank you so much.